God damn it. Die! It spawned me inside this candle here, and I was glitched in it and couldn't move. So I killed myself.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes in these games.
Yep. And it's a fan-made mod. What do you want? Perfection?
Yeah, it's hard to come by even for awesome mods.
Yeah. Which this is, for the record. Okay, so... Oh. I know what I was hearing. Okay. I thought I heard something. No. I wonder if the hockey game is over yet.
How's your team doing?
My team didn't make the playoffs. We're in the Stanley Cup Finals, and looks like it's going to be Tampa Bay winning it all again. Well,
I don't know much about hockey, but it always seemed interesting.
I've been a big hockey fan since I was a kid.
I think really the only sport I actually really follow is F1. Like Formula One racing.
I follow hockey and baseball.
I haven't even really been following baseball that much, even. Because I mean, usually I root for the Nationals.
Yeah, they're the local team to use.
Yeah.
Them and I think
cool.
Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
Phillies.
we used to root. Yeah, we used to root for the Phillies. We actually went to like 3 or 4 games years back. Yeah, it's been a while. It was cool watching the Nationals win the World Series, 2 years ago now.
Yeah, that
That's
kind of.
cool.
I mean, I don't think anybody was expecting it from them because their probability to win it all was really, really low. Well, like
Yeah,
if you averaged out their chances, figured it out with statistics.
Yeah, it was also funny because Bryce Harper fucking left and joined Philly. Basically kind of backstabbed the team he was with all those years, and then the year he leaves is the year they won in the World Series.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Oh ho! I got the BFG. Okay, let's find out what that switch did. Yeah. Is he still with the Phillies, I wonder?
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong, though. I haven't been following in a long time.
Yeah. I follow, but they're not one of my teams, so... I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys can fight amongst yourselves. Ugh. Huh, the health power-up gives you, 2. instead of 1. I just now noticed that. That's a spider mastermind. Got him. Am I supposed to run into a spider mastermind this early on? I mean, I'm on like level 10. I honestly don't. I don't know. Clip. Clip. Okay, now what? $37 armor. I don't know what I'm doing. I already flipped that switch. Reload some ammo on that. Boy, the water texture looks significantly better than the original game. It's still stylized.
It looks pretty damn good, actually. Well, compared to what it looked like.
Yeah. I mean, it's an N64. You can only expect so much.
Yeah.
Speaking of the N64, the video output on that thing just fucking sucks. Like, the best you can do is, on American ones, is S-Video. If you want RGB, you have to literally mod that into the fucking console. It doesn't support it natively. So you can't use RGB out to HDMI to get a clean signal like you can with the original PlayStation.
Yeah.
So no matter what you do, it's going to look like a kind of a blurry, low poly mess, and there's not much you can do to improve that. I mean, people are trying. Like, you can get mods for it that put RGB on it, and oh hey, I got the plasma rifle. Nice. Okay. It's like a mod. There are mods to add HDMI support to it, and that's about the best you can do. And even then, it doesn't look as sharp as the HDMI output mods you can get for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Or even like the Super Nintendo, which is obviously older. My review of the PS2 HDMI cable that I did is actually doing relatively well. Especially for my channel. It's got over 200 views.
Oh, yeah? It's not bad.
Yeah, that's way more than I usually get. Even when I work my ass off on a video review, which I, like, if it's a video review where I don't play it for the channel, where I don't play it on the channel as a Let's Play, then there is just a shit ton of work that goes into that. Like the Ratchet and Clank one that I did not too long ago, that was a ton of work. And I'm currently working on one that will be a lot of work. 'Cause first off, it's an RPG. And RPGs are always a lot of work because they are long. Second off, I'm comparing it to the original. It's going to be a comparison between the original Final Fantasy VII and the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Compare and contrast what's different, what's the same, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot. It's also going to be a review, like, once I get done with the comparison portion of it, it's going to be like, okay, so that's how they compare, but how does Final Fantasy VII Remake hold up as a game itself? You know?
Yeah. It's gonna be a pretty hefty video.
Yeah, that's going to be a long one. It's going to be a lot of work. I have started recording for it. And you can watch part 1 of my playthrough of it on the gameplay channel as usual. I will leave a link in the description below for that if you guys are interested in watching that. If it goes up on the gameplay channel, there is no commentary, so keep that in mind. It's just me playing through the game. I should be able to get through a lot of that game with relative ease because I'm playing through it again the second time, and my characters are all in their mid to high 30 levels.
Yeah, that's good.
So I beat the first boss of the game just fucking very easily. I also leveled up once, so I got Cloud to level 39, so that's cool. What the fuck is that? Okay, I died once, but I killed them all. That's actually going to be the newest game that I've tackled on my channel. Holy fuck!
Say that again.
I couldn't move! Holy shit! I couldn't fucking move. That was... I would call that unfair.
Yeah.
You know what sucks about those? Because, well, I enjoy playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's a fun game, I think. All I want to do is play more Mass Effect. I don't want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake right now. I want to play Mass Effect.
You still on the first one?
No, I'm on the third. I beat 1 and 2. And carried my character from 1 to 2 to 3.
Oh, you can actually carry your the same character over.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That was one of its the big features of it. Oh, I don't have any ammo for this. That's why. I was wondering why it switched weapons on me. Now I have 4 ammo. 6 or 8, 12 ammo. I'll get there. Now, where was that yellow door? I don't remember. But yeah, that was one of the cool features of it. Like, not only does your character carry from one game to the next, but the choices you made carry from one game to the next. So you can play through it in a multitude of ways to get a variety of different results. Now, the ending kind of sucks, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was one thing. Even at the time, I remember that being kind of an infamous thing.
Yeah,
The ending.
the ending was rather infamous.
And didn't they actually have DLC that actually fixed the ending?
Kind of. Because they had, the original ending gave no closure at all. To the story, and it just, the 3 endings were almost identical to each other, and there was a lot of problems with it that you kind of have to play through it all to understand why it sucked so bad, but it still wasn't good.
Like, it didn't wrap up like storylines and stuff.
Yeah, and it wasn't what they promised, because what they promised was you would get one of a multitude of endings based on all the major choices you made across the 3 games. And instead, what you got was this one character that people referred to as the Godchild tries to explain things to you in a way that doesn't really make sense. And then you're given one of 3 options to choose from. And the 3 choices were almost identical. And it was almost like the last 30 minutes of it was written by someone who hadn't been there for the rest of the time and was only given like a synopsis of this is what Mass Effect is. Now write the ending.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So it was fucking weird.
It's gotta suck even more when you put all those hours into that game and that's what you get at the end.
Yeah. The extended cut fixes a lot of the plot holes that were introduced in the last 30 minutes or so of the original game. And it fixes the 3 endings so that each one is distinct and it gives closure. So they're much better endings. It also gives you a 4th ending that's basically just you lose, which sucks. I appreciate that it's there, but it still sucks.
It's basically just like a bad ending.
Yeah, it's the bad ending. It's despite everything you've done, you still lose. Where is the goddamn yellow door? So the extended cut endings are much better endings than the original. The problem is that they still aren't what BioWare promised us we'd get. So, while yes, they're much better endings, they're still disappointing in that sense.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate.
There's the yellow door. Die, you son of a bitch. How many of you are there? Did I get them all? And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of good stuff in Mass Effect 3 that is almost all entirely overshadowed by the ending. Like, there's a lot of really good, powerful, emotional moments that are just great storytelling in that game, and when you finish it all, the only thing you could remember was how terrible the last 30 minutes were. You know what I mean? Angry Joe talked about that in his reviews. Like, this game was awesome, so why is it that the only thing that I remember about it is the last 30 minutes? You know?
It leaves a sour-ass taste in your mouth.
It really did.
Wasn't one of the Halo endings kind of, like, really bad, too? It's kind of similar.
The ending of Halo 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. You know how, like, the first Assassin's Creed doesn't really have an ending, it just kind of abruptly stops?
Like Sopranos style?
Yeah, like that. That's what Halo 2 does.
I think I saw it on YouTube once, but I obviously don't know the context because I never played the game or anything, but...
You've got the Master Chief Collection, don't you?
Yeah.
I would recommend, like, I'll happily play those co-op with you, dude. We can do that on the channel if you want. Like, I've already reviewed
co-op?
them. Yeah, I've already reviewed them.
Oh,
but
okay.
We can do those. We can do that shit co-op if you want. That'd be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. I didn't even realize, for some reason, I didn't even think they were co-op. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, co-op's been a big feature of the Halo franchise since day one. It was a big deal when 5 didn't have couch co-op. People were super angry about it.
So there we go. There's a new Let's Play idea we can possibly do.
Yeah, that I would not do video reviews of because obviously I've already reviewed Halo 1 through 4, ODST, Reach, and Wars. And I'm going to do 5 after Final Fantasy VII Remake. So if you want me to do 5, that is coming.
Wasn't 5 one of the first ones made by the new studio?
5 was the second one, technically, made by them, because their very first project was layering a new graphic. I mean, it's stuck somewhere between a remake and a remaster. What they did was they layered a new graphics engine on top of Halo 1 and built whole new graphics for so that all the visuals were brand new, and you could switch back and forth between the old graphics and the new ones.
That's cool.
The animation was all the same, and it's my preferred way to play it, but I'm not going to lie and say the animation doesn't betray the fact that it is old.
Yeah.
The animation looks rough. Like, you're like, the quality of the animation is not up to the par of these graphics, you know?
Yeah. Really aged badly.
Yeah, not that the original graphics hold up extremely poorly, they don't. Because the Halo art design has always been very, very good. And in that sense, it does hold up very, very well. I can't see shit.
Doom 3 flashbacks.
Yeah. I think we're gonna play the... We're gonna play the BFG edition of Doom 3 so we can do that co-op campaign. It's short. But it should be fun. We'll do that sometime after we do Sigil and sometime after we do Sigil and No Rest for the Living, or whatever the one for Doom 2 is called.
Yeah, No Rest for the... Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, which I'm not going to do reviews of Sigil and No Rest for the Living. There's no point, because I've already reviewed Doom and Doom 2. Whenever we get around to that.
Yeah.
My original plan was to do this co-op. And then do like a single player FPS like Fear 2 or something.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to Fear 3 and Dead Space 3.
Yeah, so am I.
That'd be fun.
We do need to do Dead Space 2. Speaking of Dead Space, what do you think of the apparent remake that we're getting?
I was gonna bring that up actually. I keep forgetting, but yeah, like I don't know how to feel about that, because I mean it would be cool to see a remake, or just anything new Dead Space in general. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I would kind of rather just get a remastered trilogy.
Yeah.
I don't think Dead Space needs it. Like, I think if you did like a modern version of the original Dead Space, you know, 4K, full 4K, HDR support, with ray tracing and 60 frames per second, that alone would be enough. Because it would still look really, really good if you did that.